Hey guys, welcome back to Chapters with Chan. I am super excited to have you back here today because we are doing a book review on Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. It doesn't come out until May 2nd. I was able to receive an ebook ARC, and I actually reached out to Sarah Adams, who connected me with her publicist, who then was able to send me an ebook. So I'm really excited. I got it through NetGalley through a widget, but yeah, it did not disappoint. So the way I found out about Sarah Adams in general was less than a year ago. I was scrolling through NetGalley and read the synopsis for When in Rome. And as I read When in Rome, I fell in love with this book. This is one of my favorite books of all time. So as I read this book, I then became obsessed with Sarah Adams, and that's why I knew I had to read the second book in the series, which is Practice Makes Perfect. So this book starts out with Amelia and Noah, and Amelia is a famous pop star, and she ends up in Rome, Kentucky, and ends up falling in love with Noah, the owner of a pie shop. Hence the cover with the pies, right? So our awesome second book in the series, Practice Makes Perfect, pops up, and it's actually the owner. The main character is Noah's sister and is the owner of a flower shop, and her name is Annie, and everyone considers her. She's Angel Annie. She's the goody, kind of like a goody two shoes. You know, she has a swear jar. She's always just doing what she's supposed to do, and she's just the goody girl. And she's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love her, but I'm also a rule follower myself, so what can I say? So Annie is trying to settle down. She wants the picket fence, the house, the kids, she wants to go ahead and move on with her life, and she sucks at dating. She just cannot seem to get the dates right. Nothing works. She's overhears her dates calling her boring, awkward, sort of pretty. Like, I mean, nothing a woman wants to hear. And so Amelia, her soon-to-be sister-in-law, her bodyguard, Will, is in town for about a month. So Will is the complete opposite. He's a bad boy. He's tatted up. He is a serial dater. He just is adventure seeker, doesn't play it safe, makes his own rules, just completely different. And Amelia suggests that both Annie and Will practice dating so that he can teach her how to date, essentially. And we all know what happens when you teach someone how to date, but the expectations are clear. Will knows what Annie's expecting, what she wants, and that's not what Will wants. And Annie knows what Will wants is not what she wants. So they know that this can't go anywhere. It's just not going to. So it's a really, really good book. I loved the butterflies that I felt. I mean, if I can feel the butterflies while reading a book, I just feel like that makes it a good book. It had some of my favorite tropes. It had the fake dating, the opposites of attract, so the good girl, bad boy. It just had all the feelings. I fell in love with the characters. The character development for Annie is just, it's just amazing. But I think one of Sarah Adams' gifts as a writer is being able to write such amazing characters, because a lot of her books have characters that you can't help but fall in love with yourself. I really liked this was a closed door romance. So if you're like, what does that mean? Closed door romance just means you get all the butterflies, all the lead up, you get to experience all the making out scenes leading up to everything, but like right when it's going to happen, door shuts. So you don't get the nitty-gritty details of what's happening during the encounter. It's not smut, right? And again, I'm all for some smut. Love me some smut. But I also really love closed door romances as well, especially when they're done so well. And again, if I have butterflies, what can I say? It's a good book. So again, I'd give it 5 stars. I think that it just had all the tropes that I'm interested in. And if you're interested in reading this book, I do recommend reading When in Rome first, just because it gives a little bit more of a background to the town and the crazies that, if it's a small town, if you're from a small town or know small towns, this is a really good book as well. So I highly recommend reading When in Rome, and then definitely checking out Practice Makes Perfect when it comes out May 2nd. So next time I am going to we're going to switch it up. I'm going to switch from romance, and I'm going to talk about 5 of my favorite thrillers that I've read recently. And when I say recently, I'll say probably within the last year. So 5 of my favorite thrillers, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. And I hope that you guys like this video, and please like this post and subscribe if you have not already. And I hope that you have a great Wednesday. And yes, this is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we review Pink. So that's why I chose to post this book today. What can I say? I like Pink. With 2 little boys, I don't get to wear it quite as much. So have a great day. See ya.